Hi, you're listening to Book Chat with author Vivian E. Moore.
Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode. We really appreciate you joining us. This podcast really shows us how we can all learn, live, and thrive off of each other. By sharing our knowledge through our conversations, we will impart some knowledge whilst learning ourselves how to progress even further. Here is your host.
Hello and welcome to Book Chat. I am your host, author Vivian E. Moore. Hope everyone had a great week. I hope you're having a great weekend wherever you are. Hope you had a chance to get outside and enjoy this beautiful day, if weather permitted, wherever you are. It just so happens that it was very nice here in the South where I am, and we had sunshine and temperatures in the 50s, which, you know, to Southerners, that's sort of chill. You know, it's like an in-between, but still comfortable, not very cold, but, you know, you may want to put on a light jacket or whatever. So anyway, I had a chance to get out and it was nice. I needed that vitamin D because of the pandemic, you know, we don't get out much, but it was nice just to get out. I had to go to the grocery store, so I got that done, and then I came back, and so here I am now, and welcoming you to the show. And today's title is "I Did It My Way" for those fans of Frank Sinatra, and the topic is the benefits of DIY publishing. The dream of becoming a published author is no longer all that impossible anymore due to the high demand for DIY publishing. There are no gimmicks involved, just plain straightforward direct publishing without any third-party involvement. Make no mistakes, DIY publishing is not vanity publishing. Publishing started and finished by the author and distributed to all online booksellers and the millions of readers ready for their next great read in the most professional format possible. So forget what you heard about DIY being vanity publishing in the past. Some may have considered it as that, but this is totally different. And I think I did a few shows back, probably maybe part way through the year. I did a show about DIY versus traditional publishing. So, and I made the distinction between DIY publishing and vanity publishing. And so it has nothing to do with that. And I remember well vanity publishing and what all of that was about. So it was the same thing. Well, not quite the same thing as traditional publishers. Whereas traditional, you submit your manuscripts to publishers and wait for them to either accept or reject your manuscript. And vanity publishing, they wanted you to pay them on the front end what it would cost to publicate your book. So this is not vanity publishing at all. But this publishing is publishing made easier and accessible to every author whoever desires their work to be featured and listed beside other bestsellers. Compatibility. Now that's something that we all want. And it's not optional, but necessary to survive such a diverse and competitive environment. Another great feature of DIY publishing when compared to traditional publishers. Now, I know many authors would instead hold out for a traditional publisher to do the honors, especially if it's their first book. That's fine because I understand authors want validation, to complement their accomplishments. And traditional publishing fulfills that dream. But, on the flip side of that, while you're waiting for a traditional publisher to perhaps discover you, you can do a little DIY publishing. Because some traditional publishers are open to publishing previous DIY published unagented authors. So you can do both. You can self-publish, and you can also wait for traditional publishers, submit your work to traditional publishers, and, wait for them to, either say yay or nay. So DIY publishing is self-publishing, okay? I just want to make sure that I explain that to you so you know that I'm talking about the same thing. It's do-it-yourself. DIY is do-it-yourself, and so it's just short for self-publishing. Anyway, just trust me on this, because I'm not trying to sell you a bunch of snake oil. I've tried this brand of publishing for myself, and it works within days of finalizing a book. Once you upload those book details through the DIY template, and once it meets all the standards, it is distributed to all participating platforms. Now, let me tell you, that's Amazon, that is Barnes & Noble, that is Walmart, that is Kobo, that is Google Books. Who else? Smashwords. Where else? I mean, everywhere. And that's just, most of those are like located in the United States, but not only that, it goes all over the world. So, once you do that, your book is published everywhere, where books are sold, not just in this country, but every country. So that's a good thing. Now, the best part of DIY publishing, besides the ease of access, is the royalty. So let's talk about the money. Yes. You retain 100% of the royalties, but you do have to sacrifice a small percentage of the sales, because someone has to facilitate the printing of the book. So generally, that's whichever platform you use, whether it's Amazon or whatever. But I don't know the exact cost, and I probably should look that up to tell you how much it costs for one book to be printed, one paperback book to be printed. So let me just see if I can do it this way. So if you're selling your paperback book for, let's say, $12.99, well, you're probably going to pay maybe $2.70 to have that book published. And of course, you don't pay for the shipping and handling of that. That goes to whoever is ordering the book. But still, you're getting $10, pretty much $10 from the sale of that book, and you're just paying them that small amount for printing it and, and shipping it out to, to whoever the customer is. So to me, that's great. It's not like getting, you sell a book and all you get is maybe 30 to 40% of those royalties. With DIY publishing, you get all of it. The royalty is yours. You don't have to pay a middle person for doing anything for you, because you've done it all. So you deserve to get the money. And for me, that's a great thing. Because, what I do understand, and what I want everyone else to understand, is that nothing in life is 100% free. We know that. Still, you're able to set your market price for each format your books are made available, and I don't understand who wouldn't like that. That's one of the best parts of it. But DIY is hassle-free publishing that has been simplified for you, and we all like accomplishing tasks without stress, right? Yes. Especially with the holiday season upon us, and ebooks make great stocking stuffers for every member of your family and friends. So if you're stuck on what you want to give as stocking stuffers this year, ebook. And I mean, all you have to do is purchase the book and send it to them send it to the person as a gift, and they just download it to their to their what is it, I can't think of what the Amazon, I guess the Kindle. Yes, the Amazon Kindle. You can download it to that, or wherever you purchase the book. They can download it to their smartphones, whether it's iOS or if it's, what's the other one? See, I'm an Apple fanatic, so iOS is the first thing that comes to my mind, and I can't think of the other. Android, there we go, Android. So it's available in iOS or Android. There you go. So you can download those books and read them at your leisure and give them out to all of your friends and family as gifts, stocking stuffers. So just start preparing your next book. Do it now, and it will be available for distribution just in time for Christmas if you start now. Well, that is if you have already written the book and you've gone through the entire process of editing and re-editing and doing all of the things that's necessary, before that final draft is finished. Just get all that stuff out of the way. And, again, you can have that book ready for Christmas. And also for authors who are unsure of their ability to get the job done without professional assistance, I have great news for you. All right. So at https:// DIY Publishing Thinkific. It's THINKIFIC.com solves the problem with a DIY course. You can take a course in how to self-publish, and you can check out that web address for more info. All right, so I have another one for you, and this one is at https:// how to self-publish a book, and they give you step-by-step instructions for those who don't know where to start the process. And also the last one that I'm going to give you is at https:// www.ingramspark.com blog, how to format a book with DIY design tools and services. So they show you how to format and get the job done right. And for those of you who may not be familiar with Ingram Spark, a lot of the bookstores, the brick and mortar stores, they get their books, your books, if you're an author, those books go through Ingram Spark. So that way, if you've published through any of the platforms, even if you're self-published, you can, and if your books are published with Ingram Sparks or registered with them, then that enables those brick and mortar bookstores to actually order your books and put them on the shelves. So for those people who like to have a real book in hand, or like, going to bookstores just because they like the ambience of being able to sit down and page through a book while drinking a cup of coffee, then, this is the thing for them. So, Ingram Sparks, just keep that in mind. But anyway, go to that web address, and you will be able to get step-by-step directions on for the DIY design tools and services, because options are necessary for life, and that includes doing it your way through DIY publishing. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you today. I didn't want to hold you for too long, but before I let you go, I want to give you a few of my URLs so you can stay in contact with the show. It's pretty much everywhere now, so I'm so excited about that. But anyway, however you listen to it, whether you're listening to it on Spreaker, or if you're going to Apple Podcast or any of the other ones, I want to give you the URLs for the Spreaker. Okay, so it's https:// www.spreaker.com/user/author Vivian Moore. You can also follow me, like me, on Facebook, and also on Twitter and Instagram. On Facebook, it is just author Vivian Moore or author E.H. Shepard. On Twitter, it is God's Property 46, and on Instagram, it's God's Property 51. You can also go to my website, and that is at authorehshepard.com or either authorvivianemore.com. And if you follow my blog, that is at vivianemore.blogspot.com, and it will have a list of, good gracious, I don't know how many posts are out there on the blog, but you can go out there and read it for yourself, okay? And also, if you missed today's live show, you can listen to the downloaded, the recorded episodes that you can download for your own listening pleasure. Of course, the first one is Spreaker, and then Apple Podcasts, that's on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Castbox, Deezer. I know when I say that, it sounds like I'm saying one, Castbox, Deezer as one, but it's actually two places, Castbox and Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Giles 7. So those are all places where you can actually go out there and type in Book Chat with author Vivian Moore and listen to the show that is recorded. All right, folks. So that's all I have for you today. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you're planning on attending services, whether you're attending them, remotely like we are. We do it over the phone each Sunday. Or if you're going to the physical building, just be safe. Make sure you social distance and you have your mask on. I shouldn't have to tell you this because I know you already know. But anyway, it doesn't help to be reminded. And also, invite your family members to listen in. They don't necessarily have to come to your house. You can just give them the logon information, and they can just do it from wherever they are. They can listen to the church services that are online or through the telephone like we do it. And also, folks, tell someone that you love them, because tomorrow is not promised. Today may be the only chance you get to say that. So I love you. I hope you love me back. Until the next time you hear my voice, God bless you and goodbye.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.